What's up everyone? Phil back again, another video here, another review for a replica of my favorite tractors as a kid at 70 series case. We'll take a quick look at that box first and let's move on to that right away. Let's do that now. Alright everybody, here is the box. Case Agri King 1070. The classic 1990s Ertl box. Tractor was produced by Ertl in 1997 according to the bottom of the box there. It's a nice little box. Of course, the all cardboard tractor fixed into the cardboard inserts, the tires front and back, nice folding claps, very convenient. It's got messages on the end I'll read real quick. Produced from 1969 through 1978, the Case 1070 tractor helped replace the 30 series of Case tractors. Powered by a 451 cubic inch naturally aspirated diesel engine, the 1070 produced 107.36 horsepower. Painted in power red and desert sunset, the 1070 was highly regarded with over 24,000 units produced. The 70 series of tractors introduced many firsts for Case tractors. These included a power shift transmission, power brakes, dual speed PTO, dual hydraulic pumps. Options available included a cab and both a wide and narrow front axle. The 70 series was eventually replaced in 1979 by the 90 series tractor. I personally like that, how Ertl did back then, putting some info on the boxes pertaining to the tractor and the series, actually, not just the tractor on one side but the actual series on this side. So it's pretty cool. I like this picture of the replica, kind of a cartoon drawing almost on the back. Pretty cool. Alright, let's move on to the star of the show, the Case Agri King 1070. Let's do that now. Alright everybody, and here it is, the Case Agri King 1070, produced by Ertl in 1997, standard edition. It ain't a collector's edition or nothing, it's just a standard edition, but really awesome little tractor nonetheless. I've said before in my previous videos, this series is my favorite all-time series of tractors as a kid. The Agri King 70 series of Case. That was right in my childhood, my young childhood, when I would see these. Our neighbor was a farmer, and he actually had, that's all he had, was the Agri King series tractors. And he would farm the fields right by our property line, come down a chain link fence with these big boys, and I was just always in all of them. So these, and then I was around a lot of international farmals, IH 06, 56 series, 66 series, 68 series. I was around all those too, but these were my favorite. They always were. Really awesome. This toy is pretty standard fare for the time that it was released. The rear end here, standard bar hookup with the hole for the attachments. Some modest details back there with the PTO area and stuff. Details on the rear end there. It's not too bad. Of course, you start up here, the very back. I wonder if anyone knows, tell me, is this the fuel tank here, this area? Because it's nicely done. Of course, the signature flat fenders. Case, model number 1070 right there. This thing, I got it off eBay and it was in used condition, came in the box, but has a couple nicks here and there, like back here on the fender, there's a little paint nick, but that's really the worst one right there. The rest of it's pretty good, really good shape, so I'm really happy with it. It wasn't super expensive, so I'm happy with that. But cockpit driver area here, nicely done. Little decal for the dashboard functions, some little casted controls here on the right hand side of the driver's seat. Driver's seat is black. Of course, the whole tractor is the power red. It said on the box, and the desert sunset. I love this color on the Case tractors. It made them unique, I thought. This is my first one since I've been recollecting That's true desert sunset. I do have a demonstrator that's the desert sunset in black. This is the first one that's all desert sunset painted that I've had since I've been recollecting almost a year now. So this is pretty cool. Nice details here on either side of the engine compartment. Not too bad for its time and era. I like it. Of course, on the side there it says Agri King. Hold on. It's small writing when I'm getting old. 1070 Agri King on one side, and the other side it says 1070 Agri King. It's pretty cool. But the hood, nicely done there. The slope, slightly sloped down hood, but it's straight. It's not curvy at all. I always think about when Case and International merged, Case IH, that even though 71 series Case IH tractors, their hood had a slight slope downward. So they preserved this in the merger. After the merger, they preserved that. At least in my eyes, they did. When you think about the 71 series Cases, I got some here. Their hoods have a slight slope down, like this does, probably about the same angle, really. So I think that's cool. They preserve that characteristic from Case to Case IH. That's just really neat. It's a nice long hood, nice muffler here, black plastic muffler, nice breather sticking up in front of that. When I posted pictures of this, and I think people said that the breather's supposed to be, they should be reversed. I don't know. This is how Ertl put the tractor out, so I don't know nothing about that, honestly. It might be incorrect, but that's the way they manufactured it. Maybe this one's a glitch, I don't know, but that's the way it is, the breather in the front and muffler in the back. As far as the grill, classic Case 70 series grill, all black with the bar about a third of the way down, crossed. Nice black grill there, very nicely done. Tires all the way around are rubber. Nice rear tires there. They're a taller rear tire that they started using back then. Pretty nice. The actual wheel itself on there is a plastic. It's plastic, but there's nice designing on it and details in there. It looks like there's a weight there maybe. And the tire on the back as well as the front, they say real nice and big Ertl on them, which I think is kind of neat. Front tires are the standard littler front wheels, not the big fatter wheels of that era. Standard, but they are rubber. Front wheels pretty much standard as well as far as the design that's in there. They all kind of had that same plastic front wheel on them at that time. It's pretty cool. Underneath here, steering mechanism and all that, it's not too bad. So this is, like I said, this is from 24 years old today. I mean, this year, I mean. So it's not too bad. I love it. Like I said, I have a fond relationship memory-wise with these model of tractors. Always my favorite. And I'm glad I picked this up. I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Agri Kings right now. One more I just won on eBay over the weekend yesterday. So that's 7. I'm going to have actual Agri Kings in my collection. And there's probably 1 or 2 more I'm wanting to get. But I like these redos from the 90s on, just because they've got rubber tires and stuff. And of course, as they went on, and they've got more detailed, of course. But there's also a niceness to the vintage old ones with the plastic wheels, plastic front wheels and everything. And they were the wider hood and everything. So they're, and I have one of those when I collected back in the like 80s and 90s. Had 1 or 2 of them, the old originals, but once they put these out, I kind of like these, to be honest. And since then, they've evolved and gotten more detailed and just nicer tires on them and everything, so just pretty cool. Alright, I'll do a quick size comparison here with this bad boy, and let's move on to that right now. Alright everybody, back. Here is the International 856 Prestige Collection that was recently released last couple years, I believe, with my Case 1070 Agri King, both 1/16 scale, both awesome tractors. Of course, details are way more advanced on the Prestige Collection 856 here. I'd like to see them tackle some of these Agri Kings in that line. I'd like to see an open station dual wheeled like 1370. Big nice front tires, big nice rear tires spaced out, and the Prestige line. That would be pretty cool, I think. See something like that. But these, you got your Desert Sun and you got your Power Red right there with International. Pretty cool. Alright everybody, I'll move on to some quick final thoughts. Let's do that right now. Alright, I'm back everybody. Ertl 1/16 scale Case 1070 standard edition. It wasn't a collector or nothing, so I used to call them shelf models, because back then they would have like the standard edition, and then some of them they would call a dealer edition, collector edition, and they would be a little extra, you know, detail or what so have you on them, or they'd have the wheels and all have you. So I always recognize these as shelf models, so we'll say it's a standard edition, but it's a nice edition. And this tractor on eBay is really pricey. Like if you go on eBay and search 1070 1/16, that's how I search for this stuff, the model number and the scale, and usually it brings back all you need to see. So these are not cheap on eBay. They're plus $100, most of them, I think. So this tractor must be pretty rare and hard to find and sought after, but like I said, this one was like half that. It was like 50 or 60 bucks, I think. It wasn't super high, and I liked the pictures that they posted, and I went ahead and it was a buy it now, so I just got it. I found with this stuff, compared to my other collecting, you can find deals, to me, for this stuff on eBay. You can find deals. But this is a nice tractor from Ertl, of my favorite tractors of all time, the Case 1070 Agri King, Desert Sun, and Power Red. Alright everyone, I'll bring that camera closer for a closer look here. I want to thank everyone that tunes into my channel. I hope you all have a blessed day, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again soon.